Hello, this is Bridget from Arid Spirit coming to you with a pick a card about what your spirit team urgently wants you to know. I have some cards here for us. There are 3 piles. Pile 1 is the Angelite. Pile 2 is the Tiger's Eye crystal. And pile 3 is the Amazonite crystal. I'll give you a moment to check these out and pick your pile. If more than one pile resonates, you can certainly go ahead and look at multiple piles. We're going to go ahead and start with pile 1. And this is going to be the overall energy. Too many cards. The overall energy for pile 1, please. Overall energy of the messages. These cards are wanting to talk. Sorry about the moving of the camera. Let me see if I can make them a little better. There we go. The energy of this reading for you, pile 1, is Commander Ashtar. Call to action. Take charge. Lead by example. Walk your talk. So he's going to hang out right there for us. And the main message is going to be brought to us by the fairies. Oracle of the Fairies by Karen Kay. What messages do you have for pile 1? What messages do you have for pile 1, please? Inspiration. Healing. What other messages for pile 1, please? And moderation. Let's get some clarifying cards here. Clarify inspiration, please. Discipline. A lot of purples in here. A lot of third eye chakra energy. Clarification for healing, please. Gratitude. And clarification for moderation, please. That is going to be card Courage. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's see if I can get all of this in the frame. Sorry about this. This is my first attempt at these pick-a-card readings for you, so bear with me. Thank you so much. Okay. So your spirit team is calling you to action. It seems like you have been inspired. You have that little itch to go ahead and start doing something. Start moving toward your dream. Start moving toward the business idea that you may have in your head, in your third eye chakra, and the inspiration will be grounded and manifested through discipline. So it says, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So through discipline, you can ground your inspiration and really be able to manifest this plan that you have. It looks like you may need to do some healing along the way, and that is always, always very good to do some healing with some gratitude here. If you do a gratitude journal in the morning or in the evening, it would be really, really good for your healing process. You see in the card here, we have some heart chakra, that green energy. We have the throat chakra actually coming out at us. And then we do have that third eye chakra for the purple, as well as the crown chakra right in the middle there with the white and the white star here. So your team is really working with you in getting some healing to you and getting some healing for you in this process. You know, even as we go throughout our day, there's always more healing that could be done, and this is definitely an invitation from your team to be able to do that. That beautiful blue throat chakra energy, speaking your truth through healing. And the next card is moderation. So it says, is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? So this is specific to eating. I don't think in this reading it is about eating, although it could be something that perhaps you are working on a diet plan, a food coach, a lifestyle coach, that type of thing. But this moderation here is telling me in this particular reading for pile 1, it is telling me that moderation within what you are feeding your heart. All of this green around here is showing me the heart chakra. There's also the root chakra that is represented here with her red hair. So what are you feeding your heart space? What are you feeding your root? Make sure that it is nourishing to your soul. And the card that comes with that is courage. I find inner strength to face fear with confidence. So perhaps you're having some issues with fear. I do see that that root chakra represented here very prominently, as well as the third eye chakra. Let me go ahead and see if there's any more messages for you. Oh, yes, there is. Pure intention. Any more messages for pile 1? Yes. And life energy. Look at these beautiful pictures here. Pure intentions as the fairy of manifestation will help you to use your wishes wisely. Manifest your heart's desire with pure intention and for the highest good of all. There is that manifestation there. And then right after that, we have life energy. And when I get this card in my readings for myself, I always am so happy to see this, because she just gives forth this energy that really makes me smile. It makes me happy. See that pink for the self-love in this card. Also, in both cards, we saw the green mixed with yellow, so the heart space mixed with solar plexus chakra, which is the chakra for the personal power and willpower, which is really, really great to focus on when you are manifesting. And lastly, we will close this reading for pile 1 with a card from The Universe Has Your Back by Gabriella Bernstein. So let's see what your closing message is. There we are. And the closing message is a beautiful purple card. I recognize that I have chosen fear, and I choose again. I choose love. So this is the card that your spirit team really encourages you to do, to choose love. Check your fear at the door for this beautiful manifestation, and go ahead and get to it. That's all I have for you today, pile 1. Thank you for being with me, and I will see you next time. Hello, if you chose the Tiger's Eye crystal, this is your reading. This is pile 2. Pile 2's reading. Welcome. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me a little bit today. We are going to get the overall energy that your spirit team would like to impart to you today. This deck is the The Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray, one of my favorite decks. Let's see what your spirit team has for you today. Sorry about the camera shaking. I will work on that for next time. What do we have? What is the overall energy for pile 2, please? The overall energy for pile 2. Getting some serious vibes coming up, so let's see what we have here. No, not yet. Okay. Holy Amethyst is what came up. This is the cover card. Divine Alchemy. What wonderful 2 words to put together. And the card says, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. And this Tiger's Eye crystal is great for that. Wonderful, wonderful. I cannot wait to see what we have in this next coming up reading. Okay, so the main messages are brought to you by the fairies, by Karen K. Now let me show you the box here. There she is, Karen K. Fairies are one of my most favored members of my spirit team. Not to say that, I have favorites. My spirit team is amazing. Let's see. What messages do we have for pile 2, please? What messages do we have for pile 2? Motivation. What messages do we have for pile 2, please? Spirit. Wisdom. Yeah, there's some divine intervention, some divine stuff going on here. Let me just see if I can change the light to make it a little easier to see. Hold on just a moment. All right, well, we'll try to go with that. All right, I'm going to get some clarifying cards. The clarifying cards are from Soul's Journey by James Van Praagh, another one of my favorite decks. Hold on just a moment. Okay. Clarification for motivation is purpose. Purpose. Some clarification for this wisdom, please. Envy. And fairy spotting. One of my favorite pastimes. Let's get some clarification with that, please. And trust. Trust for that. All right, let's have a look, see what's going on with you today. Let me connect with the spirit team of folks that are watching this. So we'll start with this card here, the Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. This is definitely a card for your third eye chakra. Amethyst is obviously a purple, well, not obviously, but it is a purple stone. You'll see it right here in her higher heart space. So what this is telling me to impart to you is your team is inviting you to work with Amethyst. And specifically to connect to your higher heart, to your third eye, and to your crown chakra. Many folks think that if a crystal is for a specific chakra that it can only be used ever for that particular chakra. Amethyst is a master healer, so it will be able to be used anywhere throughout your chakra system, and it's just such a soothing crystal, but it is also a crystal of divine knowledge, and I think that's why it's coming out to you in this reading today. I'll get that a little bit closer to you. Beautiful, beautiful. So next we have motivation. It could be that you are a little bit demotivated. Perhaps you're having some trouble with a little bit of depression, a little bit of, let me just check in. Yeah, a little bit lost in your path, in your life path. So this is coming out to sprinkle some spice of motivation very gently into your space, and a healthy dose of purpose. Spirit team would like to work with you. If you do not know your life's purpose, your spirit team would like to work with you to get you some ideas, some hints about what that purpose might be. And you'll notice that there is purple all over in this space. Purple is the color of the third eye chakra. It's also often the color for the crown chakra for some folks. I do see the color of the throat chakra. So I'm thinking that perhaps pile 2, your purpose may involve speaking of some sort, perhaps a teacher, maybe not a traditional teacher like a school teacher, but a spiritual teacher I'm seeing for you here in this reading today. Next, we move on to the wisdom card. And the wisdom card, this to me is like your spirit team just coming over and saying, come on, come with me, let's go have some fun. Let's go explore the world. And the card specifically says, have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So if you are having a challenge and you need some wisdom, this is a great fairy to call on. However, I think in this reading, definitely it is more of letting you know that you already have the wisdom that you need to realize your life's purpose. And I feel that you're getting into a little bit of envy when you look into and explore this for yourself. And I think that you may be comparing yourself to others as you're maybe doing your marketing research. Let me try to do it this way. Yeah, it's better this way. So see, the red is your root chakra, the yellow is your solar plexus chakra. So, and it came under the wisdom card. So what this is telling me again is that, and I'm getting goosebumps here, is that your life's purpose is waiting for you to step into it. And this will also include stepping into your personal power, which is what we see in the yellow here. We also see some white here, which is also the crown chakra going into the heart chakra. So your purpose in this lifetime is something around teaching, perhaps public speaking, around what you have been able to accomplish in your life. So your team is urging you, borderline pleading on you not to go into envy on what you see others doing on YouTube or in the spiritual community, as this is not your area. Your area, the area that your life's purpose is, that you signed on to this lifetime, if you believe that sort of thing, which I do, has a particular niche which no one else can fill but you. So this is a very, kind of like, please don't do this. And I know it's sometimes hard. Me as a teacher, reader, healer, I sometimes fall into this as well. So I know that it can be enticing to compare yourself to others, but do try not to do that. The fairies will definitely help with that. Fairy energy is a playful energy. It is something that my inner child loves me to come with her and play with the fairies. The card reads, "It's time to go fairy spotting. It's said that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing." That's some nice stuff right there. That's some good stuff. And what an appropriate card to go with it. Trust. Trust what you are believing. Trust your intuition. Trust your heart space. Trust that motivation. Look at the trust and purpose coming through. All of this purple, various shades of purple, various shades of blue. Here's that blue here. Going back to your throat chakra, speaking your truth, not only speaking your truth, but teaching your truth, my lovely teachers out there in pile 2. I'm going to go ahead and end this reading with a card from The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. And let's see what closing messages your spirit team has for you today. Closing message do we have for pile 2 today, please? So we have 2 closing messages. 3 actually. Wow. Okay. Let me have a look at this. Okay. Let's see. My capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up. And that's talking about the throat chakra coming up. The compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. So those of you that are lost, and just come on in. Come on into some fairy energy. The next one is, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. I feel that some of you out there are healing from trauma. This is the wisdom, the wisdom that the spirit team is talking about. People need to know how you were able to pull yourself out of the trauma and heal. I really think that that is part of your gift. that you will be able to um, show to others. Then we have, in any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. And I do feel led to draw a couple more fairy cards for you. Given the trauma message, the energy of love message, what else do you have? What else do you have for pile 2 today? What else do you have for pile 2? I knew there was another card back there. Okay. Oh, this is some really good stuff here. Really good stuff. Spirit really knows what they're talking about. Temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. Now, for some of you, this is a general reading, so this may not resonate with some of you. This exact message may resonate with others. What I'm getting for this card is that embrace your temptation. The temptation is an invitation to explore what your purpose is. Many of us may be, I'm just going to say it may be shackled by some of our beliefs, perhaps our religion of origin, our place in society, where we're not able to really explore what may be out there for us. So I am getting from Spirit that this may be an invitation to look at something that is outside your comfort zone. So take what resonates, leave the rest. And definitely along with that, and as an addition to that, magic is coming up. So perhaps, your beliefs don't allow you to explore magic. And your spirit team may be asking you to do just that. With the blue, with the purples, with this is all, I'm seeing your spirit team just waiting to explore with you, explore the universe. Maybe some of you are into extraterrestrial activity, into galaxy, other worlds, things like that. This is your confirmation that that is real, and something to look at, definitely. And lastly, to close this reading out, we have a celebration. Your spirit team is so excited that you are here today and that you picked up on this message, clicked on that video, you clicked the the tiger's eye little crystal, and you got all of these wonderful messages. I am full of goosebumps right now. Thank you for coming in and sharing your day with us. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and come back and see us soon. If you picked pile 3, the Amazonite crystal, this is your reading. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to go ahead and start by looking at the overall energy of your message. And the deck that we're using today is Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light. What is the energy you have for pile 3, please? There we go. The Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Look at this. This crystal here is matching right in with this lovely background I have here and the card here. I am really feeling angelic energy. I don't know if you guys work with the angel realm in your spirit team, but definitely they are represented here today. We're going to go ahead and draw the rest of the cards, and then we'll get into the reading. But definitely I am feeling the Holy Spirit here with us. Christ consciousness is with us as well. Really gentle, coming in and saying, hey. The cards that we're using today for the main message are the Oracles of the Fairies by Karen Kay. What messages do we have for pile 3, please? Hope. What messages do you have for pile 3? Just one at a time. Sorry about the camera shaking. This is my first ever pick a card reading, so I am just getting the hang of things. Tree wisdom. I do love me a tree. And motivation. This one came up in another reading today as well. I think it might have been pile 1, but I'm not sure. Okay. And we are going to get some clarification on these cards using the Soul's Journey cards by James Van Praagh. Oh, well. Indecision is coming out for hope. Service is coming up for tree wisdom. And wow, success is coming up for motivation. So that's what we have here today. Let me just get that in frame. All right, let's see what's going on. Getting the feeling that group 3 may be coming out of perhaps a dark night of the soul, coming into kind of waking up, wiping the sleep out of your eyes, and your spirit team is being very, very gentle with you. Yeah, very, very gentle with you. And Holy Spirit here, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. And that is just all kinds of love right there that is coming through to you from Spirit. Now, whether you resonate with the Holy Spirit, whether you don't, the energy is what we're talking about here. Maybe not necessarily the dogma of the actual label of the Holy Spirit. The energy is what I am picking up on here. And if you do work with the tarot, you'll see the cup right here. So that this is definitely giving me cup energy, that Ace of Cups energy, really lovely, divine, inspiration and love. Just really, my heart space is very expanded right now. Which leads us into the card of hope. You see there's a dove on this card. And then there's a dove on, right here. And then right here. We have some doves coming in and just giving you peace and letting you know that Spirit is definitely here for you. Your team is fully supporting you. And I'm feeling some anxiety, some, what is it, annoyance, yeah, maybe it is just anxiety coming through in your solar plex region, which we'll get to over here. Okay, so then we have indecision, and the mantra for that is, I use intuition in all aspects of my life. So your team is asking you to click in to your intuition, and this is coming through on your root chakra. Our root chakra is the seat of our safety, security, family, and finances. So you may be having some struggles with finances in this time. You may also be having some struggles with family. And indecision is really coming out to me. And maybe you are dealing specifically with those things. And your spirit team is asking you in that energy to have hope. It's not something that that is going to be a long time. This is going to clear up fairly soon for you. And you are going to be in a place where you are feeling stronger and more secure in your space. Yes. Moving over to tree wisdom. One good way to ground yourself, which is to work with the root chakra, is to go out into nature, which, guess what's in nature? Trees. So trees are very wise. I know that I myself communicate with them in my practice throughout my day. So they are just really, really wise. And your spirit team is asking you to draw on that wisdom. And the wisdom that the trees have, it's not so much in words like like you would hear clairvoyance or something like that. It's definitely what Claire is it, the feeling, it's sorry, I don't remember what Claire, I should. I was studying those Claires just a little bit ago. But this will be in feelings. When you look at a tree, when you get into nature, you will feel a peace come over you. And you'll also feel the hope and the spirit all together in this one space. And again, nature is also a great way to ground yourself into this experience that we call life, and into your space, into your safety. Right under the tree wisdom, we have service that says, I feel good when I can help others. And what's coming out is we have the yellow color and we have the green color, and then we have the yellow color back in. And also we have a little bit of the blue in here, so the yellow is solar plexus chakra. That's the chakra of our personal power and our willpower. The green is going to be our heart space, and the blue is going to be our throat chakra. That's how we are going to express ourselves and our truth to the world. So that is what your team is asking you to do, to kind of get you back into the world in a very safe and very energetically healthy way. You could come out of this dark night of the soul and really go crazy into, oh, let's do this, let's do that, let's try this, let's try that, let's do, and really get crazy and go back all the way from being in that dark night of the soul, being in that contemplative space, to just going crazy, overindulging in whatever it is that you like to have. And your spirit team is asking you not to do that. Definitely, you may be feeling restless in this time, and your spirit team is asking you to channel your energy to more healthy options. Next, we have motivation. And this is the flower fairies. They urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Again, I just said, be chill. And it may seem that this is a contradiction of what I just said, but it is not. Motivation to me is very much contemplative in some ways. And with the purple, and let me see. Yes, with the purple and the pink and the red over here in this is asking you to be motivated to really key in to your third eye chakra and your higher heart chakra. Your higher heart chakra is where your soul, where your life's purpose sits, and also where self-love sits. So your team is asking you really to key into that self-love and to really do some self-care. I know that when we're in the dark night of the soul, we focus on self-care for the most part. And your spirit team wants you not to forget those practices, not to drop those practices, but to continue on and take care of yourself. Then we have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And I personally have been working with love, the love energy for a little bit. And it is true, no matter what you do, if you start out your practice, if you start out your day in the energy of love, your day is just so much better. I mean, crazy things could happen, like they do. And you just say, you just really chill. Love is so chill. Oh, I'm going to take a sip of water here. For pile 3, I'm really getting the throat chakra. I'm not seeing the throat chakra here a great deal. I do see it a little bit here in the blue, a little bit here in the blue, a little bit here in the blue, just here and there, but definitely over here. I see a lot, so I corrected myself. Keep your throat flexible. That's what I'm getting from your team. Our throat chakra is how we communicate our truth to the world. And our truth may or may not be what is socially acceptable to the world. So we may in sometimes need to change our perspective on how we're communicating our truth to our friends, our loved ones, our coworkers. So if that resonates with you, that is a message for you. It may not resonate with everyone, but definitely some folks out there needed to hear that. Purity. What other messages do we have for pile 3? What other messages do we have for pile 3, please? All right. Go outside. Does that sound familiar? All right, we're going to start here with purity. Always trust in the purity of your heart. Look inside your heart, and within it, you will find the answer to your question. Some of you are coming out of that dark night of the soul, and you have some questions. You still have some questions about where to go, perhaps what to do, perhaps your soul purpose, your life's purpose in this lifetime. And this is asking you to do a little bit more of self-reflection. This is a unicorn here. And since this is my first ever pick a card reading, you guys may or may not know, I am the co-founder of something called the Unicorn's Garden. So go ahead and check that out. We are currently on Facebook, but so this unicorn is very special to me. Unicorns to me means that you are unique. And because there's some pink here, this speaks to our conversation that we were having about self-love. And so what this is saying to me is self-love for you may look different, and in fact most likely will look different than it does with any other person. So say for example, you're trying to figure out new ways to show yourself love, and you're looking online and just nothing is resonating with you. You don't care about taking salt baths, you don't care about aromatherapy, you don't care about many of the things that you find online for self-love. That's because, my lovely, you are a unicorn, and what you need to fulfill yourself with self-love is inside you. The answer, you already have the answer. And so go ahead and just dig a little deeper in there. And it may not be that you need to dig deeper. It may be that you need to look in plain sight. Is there something that you really enjoy doing that you may think is not worthy of your time? I think that is, yeah. And as I said that, the light that the horse has, kind of highlighted for me. So look at what lights you up and do that for self-love. It could very well be go outside. And this deep purple to me is speaking to me about, here we go, is speaking to me about your third eye chakra and your crown chakra. For pile 3, I'm really getting the feeling that this is where you communicate with your spirit team, is outside in nature. And your spirit team is encouraging you to spend time outside. Now, it's summer here in the U.S., so you may not be able to actually go outside a lot depending on where you live in the country and what the weather is like. However, you can bring outside inside and use your creative spark to be able to do that. Next card we have is Flourish. And this white with the purple is really connecting me to the crown chakra and to the third eye chakra. So definitely you all are spiritually connected for sure. And this is the Lotus Flower Fairy. She tells us to learn from our experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life. So again, you may be having questions, some indecision, and this is the fairy that is coming forward to work with you for those questions, to have you flourish in your new light life. We're going to go ahead and close this reading with a few cards from The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. What closing messages do you have for pile 3, please? What closing messages do you have for pile 3? What closing messages do you have for pile 3, please? They all want to come out. No. Closing messages for pile 3, please. One more. Oh, there's a lot of fun energy in here now. That's great. Closing messages for pile 3, please. I'm not going to take those, too many. Closing messages for pile 3. Yep, they all want to come out for you, pile 3. They're like, let me talk to her. There we go. Okay. Or him. All right. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Peace becomes real. That's some good stuff right there. And here's the fun. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. And this speaks to manifestation. I feel that you are manifesting a great many things in your life right now, and your spirit team is encouraging you to have fun. And once you have fun, all of these things are just going to fly right into you. And lastly, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. And there's a little hummingbird. So pile 3, you are fearless and free. Thank you for coming in and joining in the reading here. I hope this resonated. Take what resonates and definitely leave the rest if they don't resonate. Remember, this is a general reading. And thank you for being here. We will see you next time.